Hello, everyone.
Are we live, are we? We live?
I believe we are, Andy.
Good. Evening, everyone. How are we doing? Oops. Good to see you. Good to see you, Luke.
Good to see you, mate. No
I know
road.
you've had a no rave. I mean, that will come once I get a return on the captain.
Gameweek 37 then.
Oh man, it's so bad. I mean, I had good captains in FPL this week, Cancelo and Salah today. Brilliant.
I wondered how long it would be before you mentioned that.
Yeah, I mean, I could sneak that in that first minute. But I prefer captain return and ChampMan. Honestly, I would.
Yeah.
Really desperate for Thursday night just to have an absolute haul, but it's not going to happen. And the worst thing was, last Saturday night, I said, I'm really tempted by De Boer captain.
You did.
And look what happened.
And you didn't back yourself.
Well, no. I mean, it was between Rebrov and De Boer, and I saw the sim data and it just had to be Rebrov, so I can't beat myself up too much.
Is anyone in the chat? I'm conscious the chat's not moving there, so I wonder if we're just talking to ourselves. Someone type something just to make sure that we're actually live, because my IT skills leave something to be desired.
Are we live? Let's have a look.
I could actually bring up my phone. That would help, wouldn't it? Let me see.
Connections in. Adam Sands is in. Adam English. Hello, guys.
I think my chat's just crap.
Innsbrecken. Anurag's here. I thought Anurag was going to sleep.
Bricky, yeah. There he is. Oi.
Bricky.
I need to reset my my chat. For some reason, it's not up to date. Let me do that now.
Are we live, guys? Tell us. So that's if we're live.
We be here, says Red Arrow.
Oh, yeah, Captain's there. Captain's the man. All good chaps. I saw Captain today. Had a nice cycle ride. I think it was the New Forest. Yeah. Local to me, so he's went for a good cycle. Hope you enjoyed yourself, Captain. Good to see you.
I wish I could. The last time I cycled was probably about 4 years ago. I did it once, and I had what's the bit of tissue between your anus and your ballsack called? Perineum. Right. Oh my god, it was absolute agony. I had to order one of these giant, hilarious. If you were an actual biker, you'd never be seen dead in it. It's literally like a fat giant cushion for a seat that I could sit on. I don't know why.
What was it? Just rubbing against the saddle?
I just hurt my ass, man. I don't know what's going on. It's tender, that area. I don't want to go. No one ever goes near it. The bike just went in places that no one's been.
I think it may be the saddle, mate. I don't have a problem, but
right.
maybe my perineum is not as.
Just been battered. I think I just put it on without the. I didn't actually have a seat on. Are you supposed to have a seat on? I just sat on the pipe.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god, my chat's still not working for some reason. I really hope it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's all good.
Okay. Well, I can't see chat, which is not helpful at all. For some reason, it's not working. Perineum. Yes, it's Billy. Yeah, right. You can definitely hear me. Gooch. Someone else phone. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah, Gooch. The Graham Gooch.
The Graham Gooch. Shit. God, I'm all flustered now. That's made me hot under the skin.
I'm quite hot tonight, but I got the heating turned off. I should have turned the heating off, I think.
Right, Andy, you're the master of this. Has there been any games that I need to worry about? Because I don't even look at this in between.
Yes, there has. Phase 1 of the Champions League is over, and it's bad news for Arsenal fans.
Oh dear, I did not know this.
Yeah, that's phase 2 there.
Oh.
If you go back, there you go, phase 1.
So this was the last matches.
Yeah, I mean, we already knew Leeds were out.
Yeah.
We already knew Man U were through, and then Arsenal had to get something at Real Madrid, but they didn't, unfortunately.
Oh, that's interesting. Man United actually played a rep team, and they were through. So usually when this happens, they don't consider that, and they just play their strongest team.
Really? So I thought they would rep if they were already through.
No, they didn't last season, for example. It was Fenerbahce or something. I think they played their full team, even though they were already through, sorry.
And away from home as well, that's interesting.
Yeah. So usually it takes into account later in the season, doesn't it? Like when the league is won, it starts repping in games it wouldn't because it's got the Champions League. I didn't think it worked the other way around particularly often. I've never seen it, and it has here. So, I mean, Frank Marshall's played. Who the fuck is that?
Good guy, actually, Frank.
Top man.
What 17-year-old's called Frank?
It's 2002, man. Frank was all the rage back then. Yeah, okay. Well, that was the team. Not that it's much help to you because it was a rep team, guys. I wouldn't be worried about Marshall.
Chadwick still plays, though.
Chadwick still plays, playing in rep games even. There we go.
Yeah, didn't matter though in the end. That's fine. Did Deportivo get? No, Benfica went through.
Okay. Benfica went through.
Nice.
All right. So what was the other ones? So
we had Leeds. Leeds did have a good result, and it does make a difference because they finished in third after this result.
Right, which puts them in Europa or whatever it's called, UEFA.
When did they score? Because they needed to beat them by 2 goals, and they did. When was the minutes of the goals there?
33 and 71, and Bridges got injured in the 90th minute. Ominous, with his 0 right here for condition.
I might have put a teaser out earlier. Maybe it's Bridges.
There we go. There was the team, guys, if you're interested. Danny Hay got a run out. Ian Hart played. So they finished in third. Joint on 7, yeah. Cool. Didn't mean to do that. And Arsenal lost 2-0 to Madrid. Ray Parlour with the 4. Played with a stinking hangover in Spain, almost certainly.
Drinking on the plane on the way over.
Yeah. Necking. All sorts.
Oh, Dennis made it out to Madrid. Must have taken the boat. He was on the bench.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't fly, does it? I forgot about that. Yeah. Was the Channel Tunnel even built at this point?
Yeah, it would have been, yeah. Yes. Yeah, I think so. I think it was 2000, right? Put in the chat if you know your Channel Tunnel.
History. The history of the Channel Tunnel. This is why you're tuning in. People saying classic Henri. What did he do? Fuck all? Oh, he got subbed on the 59th minute.
Oh, brilliant. Amazing.
Yeah, I love that.
When you need a result in Madrid.
I mean, they got battered, actually, to be fair. But they only played normal Real Madrid. Okay, interesting. And direct passing. I mean, come on, who's in charge? It's not how Madrid play, is it? Del Bosque? No.
Still Del Bosque.
No, not direct style play with Del Bosque. Oh well. Arsenal will have played really defensive, I assume. Yeah, defensive bag of shit.
Didn't get that draw though. Needed a point to go through, so they go into the UEFA Cup.
UEFA as well, okay.
What was the final score against HJK?
2-0. Yeah. He's good, he is, Patrick. I always sign him. He's got a minimum of free release. You can always get him cheap.
Nice. Yeah, so it does mean that Arsenal and Leeds drop into the UEFA Cup and only one side remain in the Champions League, which is Man U.
I guess.
Can you see... Sorry, go on.
As I say, it probably means, what, less messing around with fixtures in the Premier League or more? I'm confused as to how that would work, to be honest.
Not this side of Christmas. It's fine.
Okay.
It comes in the later stages. Things will have to start to happen, especially in the UEFA Cup. Like it can clash with like semi-finals and quarter-finals in the League Cup, I think.
Right.
So, but it won't be until much later.
Well, Arsenal have drawn Monaco, who aren't particularly good in this version. They've got a few good players. Gallardo's good. Ludovic Guli's all right. So hopefully they should go through. But Blackburn have drawn Leeds.
I know. I saw that.
Yikes.
Ridiculous. Crazy.
Could that even happen? I mean, obviously it could happen back then that you could draw your same country in the third round. Yeah,
I mean, I've had it on the game. I'm not sure if it was a real life thing.
I think usually when they make the CMs, they go with the rules at that point, don't they? So I can only assume that was the case. Maybe they changed it later, but generally everything will go as the rules were, like the cards and everything. So knockout, golden goal, etc.
Fair enough.
Everton away to Vitesse. I mean, they're not bad, Vitesse, in this, actually. They've got a few handy players, and Everton are pretty shit.
But that's still a decent draw for Everton this stage. Yeah. I think Everton will go through with that. Liverpool.
Milan, Schalke. Yeah, Milan start season 1 in the UEFA Cup as well. It's very easy to win that first season. Auto Recluse, I've lost the plot recently on FPL. I think I'm done with it constantly. Yeah, I mean, I was done with it a long time ago. So was Andy, I think. We're just seeing out time on FPL. With that.
It's a good distraction at the weekends before I focus on this again. That's what I think about FPL. So
I mean, my Sky. I've been heavily focused on Sky. My fantasy. We were talking about it just before we went live. My fantasy week in all formats this weekend has been tragic. Where the last few have been pretty good. Dead Team on CM was rubbish. Sky FPL was rubbish, but I don't care about them. But I do care about Sky, where I was 47th in the world, and I dropped to 70th today after Saturday's games because of just poor returns. And then today I didn't have Salah as captain when everyone else does, so I'll be lucky to be in top 100. So I'm raging.
Feel your pain, Luke. It's tough. When you can taste it, taste of 50 grand, it's tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's your highest finish in Sky? Fourth, man.
Yeah.
And that was money, though. That's cash as well, right?
Yeah. I can't remember how much I got specifically that year because I also was in lots of cash leagues as well. But it was 5k for competition finishing price, as in they paid out the top 5. They paid out more to the lower positions. Now they only pay. I don't think they pay for 4th or 5th. I think they give like a PlayStation or something. But they used to. But I won a load of mini leagues. So about 17 grand I've won in Sky in the last 10 years in total. So
nice.
Worth a go if you're not playing it already.
Good hobby.
Definitely.
Anyway. Just going back to UEFA Cup. So you got Liverpool against Lokomotiv Moscow and Borough.
Where are Borough? Are they out? They're not. I can't see them.
Did they go out?
I can't actually see them.
I'm sure there's 5 teams, right? Have you done the 5 teams? Blackburn.
Middlesbrough were definitely in it, but they're not. I couldn't see them in that round.
Oh, maybe they did go out.
I'll have to click them to see.
There's 5 teams: so Blackburn, Liverpool, Everton.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they did go out to Schalke, wasn't it? The first round. So yeah, that's Leeds, Arsenal, and it's Blackburn, Liverpool, and Everton. Yeah, that's right.
Cool.
Yeah. And if you want to go to Champions League draws, see the 4 groups.
All right. So that's Group A. No English teams there. Real Madrid and Inter looking good.
Should be easy. I think Minx made it through.
Oh, that's tough for United. Lazio, Barcelona. That's not easy.
That's the toughest group, yeah.
Benfica, Dortmund, Galatasaray, Lyon. That'll be Dortmund and I don't know.
Another,
all the other 3 are quite equal, yeah.
Yeah, Minx, yeah. Did make it through.
Oh my god, yeah. So unless anyone gets Sigalco'd, it'll be Bayern and Valencia, I imagine, out of that one. Wow.
I've not seen it that early, like season 2, for Minx to make the second phase of the group.
Usually he gets signed by someone, but not yet. Often goes to someone and then
that will increase his rep, right? And other teams can.
Yeah, still, I think his abilities I think his potential ability is something like 112, or I remember 120, something like in the game, and he starts on 80. So basically, no one doesn't often get bought, but sometimes he'll get bought by like a Europe team, and then they just sit him on the bench, and he barely ever plays until maybe like 5 years in or something, starts playing the odd game. But this guy's awesome as well. I always sign this guy. Sign him for 500k, plays on either wing, and he's like a cheat code. He's just so good for assists.
I mean, most Belarusians are good. Like Milan, have got a couple as well.
Yeah.
Is it Kaladze or something?
Yeah, you got Kaladze at the back. He was actually all right in real life. Is he Georgian? Might be Georgian.
Oh, Georgian. Who's the Belarusian?
You're on about Kutuzes up front, the AMC.
Oh, perhaps, yeah.
Vitale.
Yeah.
And he's got a brother in the reserves as well.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find him actually while we're chatting shit. Milan. We will get onto the teams, guys. Don't worry, we'll get there.
And the big news.
Yeah, that's the brother who's shit. Here's the other one. Where's the other one gone? Oh, has he been sold? He might have been sold. Sometimes Barcelona buy him.
There
Juventus, there you go.
Juventus, nice, yeah. Yeah, I like him a lot. Look at his stats.
I know, juicy. Thomas Helveg often goes to the Premier League as well. I was a bit disappointed he didn't.
Yeah.
Right, let's do the injuries and stuff then. Let's smash through it. The stats will have gone out. I missed the whole of... I'm really annoyed actually because I was busy last game. It's the first week of the season that I've missed and not been able to watch the stream or enjoy any of it. It was really annoying. But as my team did shit, it was like, I can just put that for now. It's not a problem. But I did watch it back and I thought it was excellent. I might say myself.
Really good stream. Yeah, lots of fun still. I mean, my midfield was great. I did half decent week. I went up a few places, Green Arrow. But I had De Boer, Zepeda, Simon Davis. They pulled me through. It was all
nice. Good. Yeah, midfield's been helping quite a lot of people out, and I've got 2 midfielders, one being Wally, who has been a Wally, and Petkov, who's obviously been decent, but apart from that, everyone else's midfield has been steaming for him, and mine have been pretty shit, so it looks like I made an error so far picking that team, but there we go. Craig Kemp, hey mate. If you guys are in the chat and you haven't heard of this man, then you're doing it wrong. Obviously, check out his pods that he releases quite often. Very in-depth stuff that helps out most of the time.
Yeah, essential listening.
Definitely.
Very good. Also mentioned Man on FPL and Season Keepers doing some good Chapman stuff as well. So
yeah,
give those guys a listen.
Definitely listen to them every time. Let's do the teams. Fixtures first. So these guys are about to play the moment we click the button. Extra day for United, Liverpool, Newcastle and Millwall. And Charlton and Sunderland, I've got 2 days. They're on the Monday.
Because also with the UEFA Cup coming up, there's a lot of games Sunday. There's still 5 teams in it. So if you go back a few weeks, there's like it's like 6 fixtures on the Sunday. Wherever it is.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Which is good and annoying. Good because you always get that extra percent condition, but then also annoying because shit can happen in that day that we'll never know about that could therefore cause your players to just not turn up. You'd have to get pretty unlucky though for that to happen.
Yeah. Pep talk, another Red captain. I know, mate. It does. It really hurt. Really hurt. I mean, even his bonus point can soften it.
Wasn't a bad idea on paper, was it? We thought it was going to be up against Brannigan. It turns out they're up against a 16-year-old.
Oh, that kid as well. Kevin Reed can get in the bin. That young kid. He looks very good. He was the one regen that had decent stats.
Yeah. I'm surprised they actually picked him, to be honest, but because he's not a new signing. So if he would have been a signing like the Zacharison was for Charlton, then I thought there would have been a chance. But yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. I guess it's just because Brannigan's so far on the way out that they went to him. His stats were pretty decent, and he's looking like he's got a bright future. Like I said, 16-year-old. Can you imagine a 16-year-old keeper playing in the Premier League? Literally be about 2 foot tall.
Well, Meslier looks about 16, doesn't he?
No, this is true. He's gangly. Is that? I mean, we don't get to see heights. I guess, mate, he's gangly.
Yeah.
Someone's got Mokoko had Selakovic captain. I mean, that was a good choice as well. I had him in my free hit team that I put up. Remember last week I said this is my free hit team. I had Selakovic in there, and he fucking missed a penalty, didn't he?
And that was a Red Brother assist as well.
It was pain.
Yeah.
Absolute pain. Right, here's Arsenal, guys. There isn't much injury news this week, I'll be honest. It looks like you've survived most of it. There's a few odd bits and pieces like usual. But here is Arsenal, who are due to play today. All of their main guys are good. Pires is on 94. Pires has been on a tear. Obviously, he's smashed it this week. Was two goals, 2 assists, was it? I think it was.
It was 21 points, wasn't it? So, yeah.
Yeah. 2 assists, 2 goals, man of the match. The week before that...
Henri nothing as well.
The week before that must be... What's that? Oh, that's League Cup. Yeah, that's why. He got an 8, got an assist. That was in the Champions League. And yeah, so that's it. 2 games in a row. Not on a tear particularly, but doing all right recently.
He's another 7 million midfielder, isn't he? Just tearing it up. But he is quality though. That's the thing. So if he does play every game, he's going to get returns because of how good he is. Well,
he's on penalties very likely. Arsenal, he's not sure because his penalty stats similar to a lot of the players in the team, but he's generally taken them when he's on the pitch. So you've got another winger on penalties playing for a team that play attacking home and away on the wing. So yeah, I mean, you priced him highly season 1 for a good reason. He is good. It just hasn't really worked this season. Well, this sim I should say. But yeah, the potential's there. It's just the starts. Like, I'd probably put him down for between 25 and 30 for the season. Is that worth the pain? It just depends how. I mean, if he's going to get 2 goals, 2 assists when he does turn up, obviously it is. But no one knows what he's going to get, right? So that's the thing.
Did you remember pricing him down because of season 1? Like, did he perform better than what you priced him at? Do you think?
Yeah. So I say in the pricing sims he did pretty good. He's probably a little bit potentially underpriced for what he can return, but in the pricing sims, one pricing sim you do and he'd play 30 games, the next one he'd play 22 games, next time he'd play 20. So it's hard to put a figure on it, right? We don't know which version we're in or what will happen. That they get an injury, for example, or someone signs someone, then suddenly you can play 38 and the price is stupid. You know, there's so many variables in this game that I mean, Van Bronckhorst played at centre-back.
Oh, ridiculous as well. I mean, he's got good stats for centre-back, hasn't he?
I mean, his stats are just good all round, aren't they? All over the place.
Yeah.
So, I mean, his positioning's not particularly bad. 14, jumping. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's not terrible either. But it just shows you what they think of their... Arsenal have been proper shafted with the fact they don't play their proper keeper. Most of the time, they don't play their best defence. They just mess around. The midfield's all over the place.
Sold Vieira, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a tragedy, to be honest.
I mean, they are still in for Rui Costa. That could change things as well.
They're still in for Rui Costa. The never-ending saga, it appears. Still not made a bid. Just chilling. Look at those stats, man. Come on, Thierry.
Not this week. Yeah.
Right, Villa. Who play today? Hashlan Cashlaw, 4 months. Who was captain? Who is it? Joe Finley.
Oh, it's Joe Finley Bally, yeah, the captain. I think he's moved to Hadji though, isn't he?
He has, and Hadji killed it. He got a goal, assist, 10. So I love that. Great. Staunton's still out. None of these guys play, so we don't need to worry about them. Everyone else is good. Dion's there, loving animal, is still in play. Scored. Looks to be starting or favoured ahead of Balaban. So I think he'll miss the odd game doubling, but probably at 6 million, as we say it all the time, he can hit between 10 and 20, often between 15 and 20 goals in the season because he's just such a beast in the air. So if he gets 30 games at 6 million, I think he's definitely a good pick and possibly a season keeper. It's just, do you want to use one of your forward slots? Because there's obviously a chance he doesn't score that many. It can happen to anyone, but I'd put him down for 15 for the season. I think he might get 15 goals.
Yeah, I mean, if you're starting every game ahead of Balaban, definitely. I mean, I've still got Angel. I just think he's more nailed. And he's slightly better as well.
Here's a little snippet of information for you. On pricing sims, Angel, the minimum amount of times he played for me in 10 pricing sims was 37.
Wow.
He played 38 in 8 out of 10. So people saying about him not maybe worrying there's 3 strikers and one of them might not, maybe even Angel might drop out. I'd be surprised to see it. I think Angel will play nearly every game unless he's injured. That's everything then from Villa.
There was a couple of transfers this week, wasn't there, as well? Transfers out.
Yeah, I can't remember who they are though. I'll have to bring up I've got the chat on my phone, so...
You don't remember Ronaldo moving to to Watford?
No. Such a shame.
We'll get to that later then. Yeah.
Where has someone updated me? Come on, Panda. Oh, there we go. Cool, just in case, checking I've missed anyone. No. Okay, so Blackburn, everyone can see that there. Wallace, still a week away, who surprisingly does feature. They do play today, and everyone else is okay.
Nice. Would you say De Boer is a must now that he's playing up front every week?
I'm not sure about must, but obviously he's very cheap. And if you're playing up front, you've just got a massive chance of scoring, even if you're terrible, because the way the AI creates all their chances, every goal every week, if you look at it, I run out of, when I'm doing the comms, for example, I run out of ways to type that someone has crossed the ball in for someone to head it in. Like, literally, I'm thinking, he whips it in, he curls it in, he pings it in, he smashes it. Because I don't want to type the same thing every time, but you notice it, obviously, when you're going through the goal comms all the time, that it happens from the wing. So the very fact that he's up front gives him the chance. Now, he's not the best striker in the world, but the very fact that he plays up front, if he manages to play a significant number of games up there, then he's going to hit goals to be worth it, isn't he? He's going to hit like 10 goals at least, I would say. He's hit 5 already, so you'd put him down for 10, wouldn't you?
Are there fixtures? I think their fixtures are quite good for 2 up front in the near future, I think, just going from memory. Like, how many 7-2-1s are going to be in there? There
isn't going to be many. They can throw it up against anyone, the 7-2-1, but when they do that, De Boer's played up front instead of Janssen on two occasions. So it's all linked to Solano. The fact that Solano's rep is good and they want to play him right wing forces this situation where De Boer ends up going up front. Now, he can play in centre midfield or anywhere, De Boer, but as long as Solano's in the team, then De Boer's always got a chance of playing up front, basically, even in the 7-2-1. So I do think it's a good punt. I mean, Duff's De Boer's 6 million and Duff's 6 point. The other guys are more expensive because over the pricing teams generally they did better. So it could just be a hot patch. At the end of the day, it's home to Charlton. Charlton have conceded like 2 or 3 goals every single game they've played. I'd be surprised if he gets a brace again all season, but he could easily trickle the odd goal, odd assist.
Yeah. And you think if like Solana or Duff miss out, then De Boer will just drop to right mid and Solana will go left wing or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bolton, a little bit of injury news here.
Colin Cooper on an absolute tear up this season. I saw Whitebeard post today about bonus points for this season, and Colin Cooper's second.
Madman
for bonus points in the whole league. What a guy! Look at him.
Yeah, and he's on the decline now as well. 35 years old. Stats aren't particularly good, but it's one of those cheat code things, isn't it? It's doing a Horizon basically, just hitting 9s every single week, 8s and 9s, and obviously in a team that don't get that many 8s and 9s, he only really has to compete with DeVos, Gardner, and maybe Pedersen if he has a good game. That's about it. Otherwise, he's always in the frame. He's getting 9s away in like 1-0 defeats and stuff. So, yeah, madness.
Ridiculous.
DeVos, who I think Craig Kemp was saying he was going to go to instead of, he likes a differential, doesn't he, instead of Cooper, and he's not been much worse, to be fair. He's been very close. He's out for a week with a damaged foot at 55%. So, he won't be playing.
Just remembered as well that we have had League Cup results as well.
Oh, right. We'll smash that at the end then quickly.
Yeah. That's fine.
Wally's still 1 day. Orange. Oh, did he get... I swear he played last week. I'm pretty sure he did. Because I had bench points because of it, annoyingly. Maybe he got injured again in training since. But he's 1 day, Orange.
He hasn't done that well for you, is he? Are you regretting that?
Wally? He still does. Out of all the 4.5 million midfielders, even Brian Hughes, he generally was the better one. So I'm still hopeful. But it's not looking good so far, is it? It's not looking great.
Not great.
There we go.
Good fixture this week, Bolton. Look good.
Oh yeah, home to Ipswich, is it? Home to Ipswich.
Yeah, is it Ipswich? Home to a good team anyway. They did quite well for clean sheets.
Yeah, home to Ipswich. Yeah, decent game. So Bolton season 2 did really, really well in Sims. Like top 6 ridiculously well they could do. So don't be surprised if that happens again. Charlton, everyone is okay apart from Fortune, who hasn't had much fortune. He's twisted his knee. Sean Bartlett still continues his Dwight York season.
Hopefully that carries on. Lovely.
38 games, 0 goals will be something to behold. Because Charlton barely rotate their team, so it'd be funny if that's the case.
Yule's done it right though. He's picking up how many goals? He got 6 or 7.
He's got 5, yeah, half.
5. Okay.
Yeah, still put him down for that 15 as a minimum for the season. He's nearly always reaches it. In fact, he's got an alright game this week actually. He's home to Sunderland, away to Millwall. Not a terrible 2 games. Home to Sunderland, I think he could do pretty well and score.
Probably just take along another one, yeah.
Chelsea have got...
Oh, big one there.
Yeah. A few people will have this guy because he has been actually pretty damn good, to be honest. Celestine, he's out for a month. Injured in training. Calf strain.
It's a must sell then.
That's a must sell, isn't it? Oh, look, now the chat's going. Sorry guys if I've been ignoring the chat. Now my chat suddenly just updated a bit. It might be dated. But yeah, Celestine's out for a month. So they don't really have a left back, Chelsea. He is their left back. They've got this Keenan guy they played a few times last season. Can't see him coming in. Cummings, who is actually alright, can play left back. He's out for 3 months.
Oh, sure.
So I imagine Gallas goes there. Because he can play all sides. He's got preference for the right side in the behind the scenes stats, but they'll have to stick him in there, I guess.
He's not really an attacking left back, though, is he?
No, not particularly. So that I mean, a lot of their chances, we know, come from their fullbacks and their wingers. That's what Chelsea's tactics all about. So I think that will dampen their attacking output a little bit, I would have said. Because Babayar is, whenever he's played, he's always in the frame. How many assist and goals he got then? Only 3 in total, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, I think it will be Gallas, definitely. He often comes in for anyone out of the back four that misses out. So
Yeah, you could look at that in another light and say it's quite positive then for the likes of Terry and Desai and Melchiot that obviously he won't be playing there because he has to play at left back. So makes him a little bit more nailed, if anything. Someone's saying Gronkiar fill in. I don't think so. He plays left wing back, Gronkiar, but he hasn't got defender, has he? Unless I'm being
he's still attacking, isn't he? Gronkiar?
Yeah, no, I can't see that.
No.
His Melchior rotation risk, Christopher said. Not particularly. 35 games, I'd say, a season. Gallas was the in the one.
Yeah, it's only because of Gallas that he misses out a few, like all three of them, Desai, Terry, because it's just got to give Gallas a few games. But as you say, if Babiara's out, then Gallas can get his few games in now.
Pep saying Desai, I mean, he could, but he's shocking, so I can't see it.
Desai.
Good effort. Okay.
There's not much. There isn't much chance of Rep 12 this week, I don't think. From fixtures.
Yeah, there's no particularly great. There isn't any, is there? Oh, there's a few games. We'll go through them at the end and have a look which ones could be. 10 days for Zola injured, so Forsell again, who's been doing pretty well when he plays.
Yeah.
Is that League Cup? No, that was
that would be League Cup.
This wasn't League Cup. This was the real game because I got Terry and Desai score for me. Remember, they only saved my team. Forsell, 3 goals, 1 assist, 1 man of the match, 4 games. Not bad.
Liverpool played League Cup. That's what I was thinking.
Oh right, okay, yeah. We'll click on that in a sec as well then. Derby, they play today. Everyone apart from Murray is in the frame to feature. Lee Grant's out on loan. Dion Burton is wanted by Brentford.
Derby again, got a decent fixture. I don't mind their assets for this week, but
yeah, what did I notice actually the other day? Yeah, so you know when a lot of people went Christie here for this game, a lot of people bought him in because I think he was very good on the sim data, and you could have gone Ravanelli. Ravanelli scored here. Then against Villa, Ravanelli scored. And then against Arsenal, Ravanelli scored and got an 8. So if you'd have gone Ravanelli over Christie for this run of 3, you probably saved yourself a few swaps and loving life, yeah.
But you probably would have sold him for Arsenal at home, right?
I guess you probably would have.
Maybe.
Everton, everyone that matters is okay.
Nice.
Ipswich.
Connection saying the diving midfielder a consistent source of points. That's true. I mean, Jayden Morris has been ticking on nicely.
Yeah.
Valakari ticks along. Yeah. Decent price.
Richard Naylor wanted by Plymouth. Everyone is good. Finidi, is he still wanted? Still wanted by Liverpool.
Hopefully this all happens soon. People put in bids and stuff and get a few more transfers.
Taking their time, aren't they? I suppose it's for us. I mean, when you're playing the game, it probably doesn't take that long because you're just clicking go, game, and then suddenly someone's moved. But when you're spreading it out, 7 actual days each time, it feels like it's dragging on forever. But it's actually not really. Reed. Did okay. Will he play the next one? Who knows? But if he does, then you've got a 4 million starting keeper. I mean, it might not be the worst idea to bring him in. You could even go 4 million, couldn't you, and just save some money if you're not worried about the keeper position. Not many keep clean sheets, to be honest.
I mean, especially if you want a second keeper as well. If you got a 4 million playing 4 million second keeper, fine, go for it.
And here's the transfer that was leaked. So Doherty has finally made his move from Ipswich for 3.4 million. There he is.
That's very interesting. And I think he goes up top.
I think what will happen, because when I've looked at other sims in the past when Doherty's moves clubs, is he'll play up front and he'll play in defence, and you just don't know which one it will be. So from a weekly thing, he could change. I think, like we've discussed already, for Ipswich, he's got probably his best chance from any club of playing up front. I think Stewart will probably play, and it's just whether he replaces Armstrong. Bear in mind, Armstrong only played 4 games this season, barely played first season. Finidi they often use up there as well, but there's a lot of rotation going on. So if I was a betting man, I think he probably goes up front.
Yeah. Is he a regular starter anyway? Do you think he'll start most games?
I think he'll play nearly every game because his reputation. What I noticed at Spurs is he used to come in and play anyway, and I always wondered why, because he's obviously nowhere near as good as any other people, and his reputation is actually really high behind the scenes. So I think now he's gone to Ipswich, he will play virtually, every game, whether that be up front or defence. I'm not sure. I think a lot of people have run sims in my Discord actually and were saying that over the course of the season, obviously it's a bit different sometimes when you do it from the start rather than a natural signing, but sort of they were looking about 10 games a season, 10 to 12 games a season he would play up front.
That's quality.
So you'd take that, wouldn't you?
Oh, completely. I'm really tempted to get him in this week. I've got Hippier, and I could easily downgrade, and then I can upgrade Rebrov to Shearer for this week.
Right.
So I'm really thinking about Doherty and just starting him every week, and hopefully he'll get some goals, and I'm sure he'll get some goals. Even mid-game, they'll just put him up top, right?
Yeah, they could switch it around in the game. Yeah, no reason why not. I mean, he's not going to be good for bonus. I don't think he's that kind of player. Even he's done all right at Spurs actually for bonus. A few times I've noticed him. But yeah, I mean, there's going to be games where it's like Callum Patterson, isn't it, for Cardiff? I said before, if he's up front, goal, clean sheet, even if he doesn't get any bonus in that, what's that? That's 12 points, isn't it, straight off the bat? So
yeah.
You're loving life. You don't really get that sort of OOP potential very often. So yeah, I do like it. I mean, you could argue it's using a defender slot, and defender slots are actually really good in this game. So there is that argument, and who do you put in for him? But I think might be worth a go.
I mean, the fixtures aren't too good. I think perhaps you can maybe wait in a couple of 2 or 3 weeks, see how he's getting on. But
Yeah.
Bolton away, he could easily score. Borough at home, fine.
Yeah. I mean, definitely you could wait and see if he even goes up front at all. I mean, but like I say, if he goes up front in the first game, don't expect it to always be that way. And if he goes into defence the first game, don't expect it to always be that way either. It could chop and change. But there's a period here, isn't there? Everton, Charlton, Newcastle. That's not bad at all. Arsenal's a bit bad. Then Leicester, Derby, Villa. Those are all pretty low reputation teams there. And Blackburn, Sunderland. Yeah, it's not a bad run at all there. So maybe
nice. I mean, yeah. If he's playing, if you think he's going to play every game, I'm going to get him in.
I think he probably will. I mean, they've got a lot of good defenders. So the other question is, does that affect other people? If they suddenly put him at centre back, does that then cause Titus Bramble and Ariderson and people like that to miss the odd one? Maybe it does. We'll just have to see.
I was sure that Bramble and Ariderson are above Doherty for reputation, but maybe
they've
not.
got stars, so the star players generally usually play. I mean, it would be the likes of Guardso and stuff that might miss out, I'd imagine. Iron saying he might sell Unsworth for Doherty in Gameweek 16. Nice. You get to have a look at it as well, don't you? So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Leeds, who have been a little bit ravaged.
This is sad news. This is the news I tweeted out earlier, Luke.
Yes.
Gutted for him. Gutted for the guy.
And it's happened in real life, didn't it? Or very close to it. I remember him getting injured for a long time.
He had a big injury that ruined his career, basically. He was so good around this time in real life. He was like our main striker, 99, 2000. He was banging him in like 20, 25 goals one season.
Yeah.
Got a big injury and he was never the same again, really. Yeah.
I remember. And he's out for 6 months, guys, with a broken leg. RIP. Now, he hasn't been playing that much. You see, he only got 2 league games. So how does that affect everyone? Well, I suppose it helps Smith. I mean, just in the fact that when they occasionally rotate that slot on the left side, when Keane doesn't play there and he plays in the AMC, they play one of Smith or Bridges there. Now it can only be Smith. So it elevates Smith, if anything, who is also injured, 90%, few days with a strained neck. So whether that keeps him out or not, I don't know.
But you can now see why they've gone in for Henrik Larsson.
Oh, yes. Henrik Larsson is wanted. Which could then obviously put Smith in the mud, I would have thought.
Yeah. I mean, often Smith goes to Scotland anyway, doesn't he? I often see Smith at Celtic.
Yeah.
He doesn't go game time.
Take whoever they want, don't they? Radaby's 3 weeks with a groin. He's still injured and out. Obviously, Bridges we've just been through. Lennon doesn't play 2 months. And Dewberry is 1 month, still 49%. So, yeah, not particularly good. So this week you could have... Who are they playing? Away to Arsenal. It's a terrible fixture anyway. But the fact that Smith's on 90%, you could see Robbie Keane up front with Viduka and Kuhl in the AMC. That's probably what I'd bet on. But Smith could obviously play on Orange. But it makes Smith better longer term, I think.
Yeah. If you had Smith on Orange, would you bench him because of the fixture and his orange flag?
I hate benching forwards. To be honest, I'd probably sell him. I wouldn't want the forward position so powerful. The thing is, there's not that many good forward options this week, is there? I don't think. I think the games are all really tight. So maybe not this week, but in general, I'd have just taken a hit back in the day because I always want to have forwards in play that can just return ridiculous points. And even if he wasn't orange, away to Arsenal, Leeds set up so defensively against the big teams with men behind ball and everything that I'd be surprised if they had one or two shots. It's just whether they go in, which they can do because it's CM, but. I'd be tempted not to play him, to be honest.
Sure. Okay.
Hate benching forwards though.
Yeah.
Leicester, no one of any note is injured. Elliott is still suspended for one game, so I think Heath's been playing at centre half, so Heath will probably play again.
Elliott suspended, yeah.
Yeah, and Dennis Wise still 1 yellow away from being banned. Away to Derby, home to Watford, still got a nice run, still continues. I think Muzzy he didn't score last match, but in the comms I noticed he had a good chance at one point, 2 shots, 1 on target, so it's probably the first week he's disappointed actually, to be honest. But
a lot of people went Delaney, and that's worked out quite nicely. And he should be good for the next few weeks as well.
Yeah. Rating still high. He's still competing with Tome for that 4.5 defender slot, and Doherty now, I suppose. So Doherty, Delaney, Tome, Lawson, Issa, all the decent 4.5 defenders, I think.
I think I prefer Doherty now out of all of them. I know Tome's a bonus magnet, but out of position up front, you got to go for it. I think.
Yeah, love that. Liverpool. Stephen Wright's out injured for 3 months. Now that is kind of significant because Hippier and Huncho both have bans incoming, don't they? Hippier, fuck's sake, man. I didn't even want him to play this game. He then starts the game, and I was thinking, don't get injured, and then he gets a red fucking card.
Yeah, he was just too injured to care, really.
You think that's what it was? Too injured to care. He just chopped him down, and then they can see 3 goals as well. We've got like -3 points. Chelsea barely scoring that fixture as well. Shocking. The fact that Stephen Wright is out as well, who usually covers for both of them, means they're going to be quite barren at the back at certain points. Honcho has started his ban, so he's now out for 3 games. Hippier, where is he? So there is some half decent news on Hippier. Because their game was on Sunday this week and their fixture upcoming is on Saturday.
So Man U away. Great.
Yeah, no, the Newcastle one, sorry. So in 2 weeks when his ban will kick in, he actually avoids the ban and can play at home to Newcastle.
Okay, when's the ban start? 17th, is it?
Yeah, so it will start on the 17th.
Nice, okay.
So, yeah, away to Man United, bad game. I think low scoring. You'd expect Man United to score, though, but bad game. But Hippie is the kind of guy you play in every game just in case he gets a penny, I think. And then Newcastle at home, that's obviously a good game. So you might want to wait until there to sell him if you are planning to sell him, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, starts on the 17th, yeah.
Nice, okay, cool.
Hegem is still 1 week, groin strain, 90%. Dudek, 1 day, damaged foot. I think Kirkland's made the last few, so interesting.
How has he done, Kirkland? Not that great. He's conceded 3.
Yeah, but 1 was red card, wasn't it, as well? So
I've still got Hegem and Hippier at the moment.
Well, both red card. Huncho got sent off the game before that, weren't they? I think both games he's had a red card for one of their players.
Yeah, he has, yeah.
And Heskey's a few days with a thigh strain, but he's red. Everyone else is orange when they're a few days away, but not Heskey. He's chilling.
That'll go to orange, I'm guessing, tomorrow, though, right? They play tomorrow. So
yeah. Oh, yeah. Good point. You're probably right.
Could be orange.
Good play. A few with lowish condition, but yeah, 7 or 8% on top of that. Then Redknapp still wanted by Watford. It was Ipswich before as well at one point, I think, but now just Watford.
Michael Owen, terrible. Does anyone know Michael Owen? If you do, can you let me know in the chat? It's just a forward you just never go to, really, unless you got a double.
It's not good enough, Michael.
Yeah. Was that John Welsh on the bench last game? Did I see? Played. Nice.
Was that in the League Cup though? We didn't look at the League Cup, so this was the League Cup. We'll just bring it up now. That was the League Cup team.
Richie Partridge is great. I'd like him to start all games.
Yeah, he's decent. Played Warnock right wing. Jesus Christ. Hagan played. Okay. Froda Kipper. We might be seeing him with all the bans. He might be wheeled out at some point.
Throwing the Kipper against United. That'd be good. Good to see.
Blackburn played 7-2-1 with De Boer on the right wing. Curtis defender. Smith. Left back. 15-year-old left back played in defensive midfield. 20 for influence though. He's got a powerful influence in the dressing room at 15 years old.
John, it's your first game. I know you're left back.
Don't fucking tell me what to do. I run the show around here, son. I'm in fucking central midfield. All right, stick Stiggins on the wing.
Can you imagine the change room? Souness against Smith. What was this? Oh man, hilarious. He's 15. 15. He's playing at Anfield for his first game.
Souness is always on about big personalities and big players as well, isn't he? He'll be loving this guy. I like this cut of his jib. Fucking straight in there. Right, there we go. Janssen was up top, but they got battered.
That's so young. Being 15, playing at Anfield for your debut.
Man City, pretty terrible. Oh no, they're not. I was thinking the condition was bad, but they played today, and everyone who is significant is fine. Nice one chop, ticking on very nicely. You kind of got your one chops, your Raminellis, that kind of third striker. You take 1 and 2 all day, don't you? For that price, I mean, if he finishes the season on 19 goals, I mean, he's a one chop season keeper. He's great, brilliant. Yeah, I mean, same could be said for Raminelli and Angel, but I think I prefer one chop. I think one chop will get, I reckon he'll get between 15 and 20 as well. I think it's decent. Some of the cheaper strikers are definitely worth considering. These top guys like the Phillipses and the Shearers and stuff are great, usually because, I mean, they can explode and have 30-goal seasons, but it doesn't happen that often. I know we had it in Season 1 with like Viduka, but that is rare, and Simmers will tell you there are sometimes seasons you do where the top goal scorer's got like 18 goals or something. And the other factor is these guys have got penalties as well, right? So they can hit like 3 or 4 goals in a game. But these cheaper strikers, I think they're good value. The Boxic's, the I was going to say Rebroth then, Rickard, one shot, they're great. Yeah. Billy Halliway saying, is Broback Mountain? Broback, good film, mate. I quite like that film. It's good. Enjoyed it. Yeah, can't say the same. What's he on about, Broback? I'm confused. Scott Bruff. Oh, right, okay. However you pronounce it, Bruff. United tomorrow. Everyone is okay. Bartos is fine, yeah. Yeah, just Chadwick. It'd be interesting if Chadwick plays this one at home to Liverpool. Then you definitely know he's first choice then. Giggs has been doing all right in the last few games anyway. Van Nistelrooy, I'll say that. Man United have been shites for 3 games, haven't they? Lost the last 3 league games, yeah. Yeah, unbelievable. Away to Millwall, home to Sunderland, away to Man City, and I think Van Nistelrooy's got 1 goal and 2 bonus in that time. That would be unthinkable given the start to his season, when most people were saying that he's boring, he's too overpriced, this is too easy. Trust me, as permanent Van Nistelrooy captain in the last 3 days against last 3 game weeks against Viduka has not been nice. It's not worked out at all. Just go to the league. Just go to the league table. So you've got Middlesbrough top, Leeds second. United lost 4 games. I know, mad. That's like a whole season. You wouldn't expect to lose 4. I mean, I still think they'll win the league, but Middlesbrough's goal difference as well. 8 conceded, 27 scored. Fucking mad. Sorry, my chat's really old and I've got old messages pop up. FPL Goodman, Dudek not nailed anymore. I still say he probably is the first choice, but Kirkland can replace him. So I think was he injured still, Dudek? I can't remember. He was orange, wasn't he? Still, but then he might be okay for the next day. So probably not this week. You won't know, but the week after you'll probably get your answer. It's probably not any useful to you, but we ain't going to know unfortunately because Kirkland can replace. Yeah, was it 1 day for Dudek? Was it? I think it was. Let's go back. 1 day with a damaged foot. Oh right, yeah, and they play the next day, so he should be 100% actually. So yeah, this week should be a decent indicator. Yeah, I think it'd be Dudek still for this season. Probably. There's nothing to say that they can't chop and change though, as their reputations start to meet. Middlesbrough.
Oh man, another horrible free hit Atherton. Oh, painful memories.
Yeah, he's out for 3 games, which opens up the right back slot. Which, I mean, Boyce can play there. Stockdale's probably the favourite. He played there most of season 1. Played the odd game already.
Ian Pearce
can play there.
You got that whole thing of everyone moves one direction.
Yeah, one
to the left.
Yeah, it could be that. Yeah, Charlie Miller did okay as well, didn't he? Last week, if I remember right. Played an 8, got an assist. Not that bad. Yeah. Not good overall so far. But he can do alright.
Nose of Pader though, is he?
His nose of Pader. That guy's an animal. I bigged him up before the season started because I thought no one would pay any attention to me because they've never heard of him, but they're paying attention now, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely so.
Yeah, just a word of warning, guys. Similar to Stephen Hughes, it's rare for midfielders to go on such a tear and continue it. So I'm not saying don't get him because I think this game in particular is very good, and I think he's a great option. He's also on free kicks. I like my midfielders to come with set pieces. He's a great option. Will it continue at this rate? Probably not.
Yes, it will. Yeah,
we'll see.
How's it compared to Johnston?
Yeah, Johnston did well last week as well, didn't he? Yeah, it's quite close.
Similar goals and assists. Yeah, Zapade's got the average rating a lot higher. He's got more bonus, definitely.
Yeah, it costs more as well, Johnston. So you go Zapata all day at the moment, don't you? Right, what team were we up to? I've lost my. Yeah, we were on Middlesbrough, weren't we?
Yeah. Table toppers,
they're good. Millwall. Nethercott is still orange, 48%, so he won't be playing 3 weeks. Kinney, 10 days, damaged foot. So he is
on
out.
On the bench as well.
Yikes!
I'm just trying to get through the carnage. If I have 1 week where there's like a rep 12, and I'll be screwed. I think at the moment.
So I've just seen that in the chat that made me crack up last time. Afatov as Colin said in 2021. Yeah, that was fucking brilliant. He's the master of the puns, but that floored me when that came up. So good. Joe Dolan suspended as well, so they're struggling a bit. And Savarese is out for 10 days with a twisted knee. I think quite a lot of people were eyeing him up for Millwall's decent run because he's a bit of a talisman for them. Newcastle, Charlton, Everton, Derby, Villa. It's not bad, is it? Arsenal, then Leicester. Yeah, it was all right. And he's cheap, but he's out for 10 days.
Nice. And also they're struggling because the nurse is out.
The nurse is out, yeah. 3 weeks. In the match, Eiffel came on up front because Alexanderson is now right wing. Displaced Eiffel.
A worse option. Terrible.
Yeah, and Eiffel's got forward. So it's one to keep an eye on because now we don't know if Samba will play or maybe Eiffel's an OOP, and either one of those is potentially a good option if they can nail it down, but it's only 10 days, unfortunately. So Cherno could play this week or Eiffel.
Yeah, I mean, actually thinking about it, like we had, I watched CM Fantasy video this morning. So Newcastle standout options, but if Samba's playing, that just helps Millwall's chances a lot more, I think.
Yeah, I don't know which side would he play on actually. He might be up against Matteo. I mean, we've all discussed this already. Marcelino's dog shit as well, so it wouldn't really matter too much. But if Samba's playing, he's always got a chance. It's just, I think Millwall set up defensively, or it's either defensive or normal away to Newcastle, so they probably won't have too many shots, but they could obviously score. No one's got Newcastle defenders, but there might be some dead teams that will hurt us actually. A lot of people would have picked Samba, wouldn't they, game week 1 and not bothering anymore. So that'd be funny if he came in and scored a hat-trick.
Samba's ownership to 10%. I mean, I had him game week 1, I loved it. And if you got Samba in the team and he's nailed down, then you got to get him in, I think.
Ryan Nurse, my poor relative. Which game does he miss, Savarese? I shall click it for you. So, yeah. So he's 10 days injured, or it says out for about 10 days. Where are we? We're on the 9th. So it'll go to the 19th, won't it? So he will only miss Newcastle and Charlton, but the Charlton game is 3 days before he's due back, so he could be orange for Charlton and possibly play that one. And we know how that can go. Can get re-injured, maybe finish.
That is a shame. Yeah, I mean, love to see Samba against Charlton at home. That would be nice.
Are there many dead teams, Shane saying? I imagine there probably is. I don't know the true numbers, but I don't know why. Why would you do that to yourself? This game's too much fun. Well, even when you do terrible in this game, it's fun. That's why we like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone's saying that Reed's probably still going to continue on left wing for a while. Yeah, because Kine's injured, so yeah, he's OOP as well. 4.5 million defender on the left wing.
Chance that Stephen Reed could go up top.
Yeah, seen that as well. They won't be playing against Matteo because he's out for 10 days with a gash leg. So that's actually bad. That means that maybe...
Gash.
Gash. Get the counter on, captain. Yeah, that's probably really good news for Newcastle. That means they might bring in Dabizas. I hope they do, because he's much better.
Was he wanted? Yeah, he's wanted still.
West Ham.
Great signing for the Hammers. I think.
Yeah, I mean, some of the defenders they were putting out season 1, fuck me. Definitely. I suppose it could be Aaron Hughes, could be anyone, could be Chettle. Is Chettle still here or has he gone actually? I think he might have gone. Is he loaned? Or was he due to... I swear he was due to leave or something like that. Where is he? Oh,
yeah, he's there, yeah.
Wanted to Request, yeah. Queen's Park.
Just going back to, obviously, Newcastle's fixtures at home to Millwall. Who would Shearer be up against, defence-wise? Because Dolan's probably the best defender. He's out.
Yeah, so which side does Shearer play on? Let's go to last match. So he plays on the right, does he? Let's just check that always is the case.
Is Kyle Court back as well?
Kyle Court is back.
Nice. Which makes Shearer even better.
He played on the left here, see? So you can't be 100%. That was when Court's there. He's playing on the right when Court's not there.
Well, Bellamy's left, isn't he? So
yeah, so he's probably going to be on the left then, which will put him up against the right centre-back, which will be Bertram or the other guy who they switch around, Corrigan.
Okay. Easy matchup.
Nikos Dabigash. Adam France, you sure about that? My chat's so old, I don't even know what that was in reference to. I'll just assume I made a twat of myself.
Dabizas homesick, could sign for West Ham. I mean, there is more Greek restaurants in the east of London, so yeah. I think it's a wise move.
Yeah, smart thinking.
It's close to Greece as well. West Ham.
Technically, also true. Tomorrow, yeah. So condition all rise for these guys. Sunderland, gashed head for Brian. Poor Cliff.
Clifford, who's called Clifford these days? Look, no one's called Clifford. What's this, 1950?
He's from Ireland, they're strange. Swartz 4 months, still long-term injury. Everyone else is fine. Burnt Arse has gone on loan. That was a couple of weeks ago, I think.
How's he got on?
4 games, 1 man of the match, 7.
Yeah.
Must have been a bag of shit in the other 3 games. Spurs. Injuries again. Darren Anderson.
I think Anderson that's a new injury. I'm pretty sure that's a new injury.
It
right?
is. Yeah, it is because it says against West Brom. No, it's not.
Oh, okay, no, it's not.
No, it's not. Yeah, 10 days. Twisted knee. I mean, he'll get injured again when he comes back. He's actually really good as well. Like, can get like 15 assists in a season, 15 to 20. But Dean Richards 2 weeks groin strain.
Who comes in now then? Now they sold Doherty.
It's probably gonna be Ledley, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, cool.
He's developed a lot actually. He's a lot better than he was season 1. Chris Perry is wanted by Leeds.
Ooh.
They've got a lot of injuries at centre back.
Good centre back for Leeds, that would be.
Yeah, I mean, imagine what that will do to Spurs' defence if they actually sign him. I mean, he is on key stats, their best centre defender. So yeah, I mean, it's already pretty horrific.
That's what was so fun in this game. Just and they have to get rid of defenders, good defenders.
Colm saying there is not a single person called Clifford Bryce. I'm sorry. I've got the facts in front of me. I think you'll find. Rory, what do you mean the Irish are strange? Mate, you're the case in point.
Hey, no, leave him alone. Come on.
He actually did it, Rory with the comms, man, just basically slating Henry just to make trolling. It was brilliant, to be fair. I mean, I'm sure Rory would admit it as well. I know Henry didn't return in a 4-0 win. I don't think there was actually air kicks in there. I think he just threw those in to take the piss in the comms. You can understand why, though, seeing as though what Henry did to the Irish, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Did I click everyone from Spurs? I'm getting ahead of myself now, I think we have. Yeah.
Nice.
And Watford, Williams is out for 3 weeks.
Shame. Good guy, Williams.
Helgeson's fine. Petkov's fine. Tommy Smith's fine. Ramon Vega's 1 yellow away from a ban. Everyone is gravy. Let me just check my phone in case I missed any.
I think there was a few
crappy signings transfers and stuff, was there?
Yeah. Did the rumours, didn't we, last? And there's someone else rumoured.
Oh yeah, there's a few cheeky rumours actually. Joe Whitley's gone from Man City to Rochdale on loan. No one cares about that. Yeah, Reed's been added as a 4 million keeper. I said that. Rumours: Thomas and Antonoulis from Coventry to Millwall. That's rumoured, so they're after him. I don't even know what position that guy plays actually.
He's a defender, right left, is he?
Ooh, good knowledge.
I believe. Swedish guy.
Why is he not appearing? Did I spell that wrong? Oh, it's Thomas. Defender right left. Oh yeah, I do recognise him just from the Sweden team. But yeah, okay, he is wanted by Millwall. So he could come. Henrik Larsson, obviously we've discussed briefly.
That'd be great. He would definitely play with the Duke up front.
Interested Leeds. I mean, they've signed about 1 million forwards, Celtic, so I suppose there's a pretty good chance of that happening. He does come to the Premier League quite often, so yeah, that'll be good if that happens. Titi Kamara.
Okay, he's coming back, is he? How's he got on the season?
After his stellar campaign the first time.
Average rating is not too bad, to be fair. I thought it'd be lower than that for a West Ham player.
Derby and Newcastle are both interested. If Newcastle sign him, that'll be tragic because he'll probably play up front, and if he's going to play up front, it's going to probably end up displacing Court and causing the team to be shit. As we know, as soon as Court doesn't play, Newcastle seems to turn to a bag of shit. So
yeah,
I really hope that doesn't happen.
I know there's quite a few, like Steve Bird, saying they want Kinnear out because he's just made Newcastle worse.
Yeah,
I mean, could get Steve Bruce in.
Probably be a good idea, to be fair. Waking ears going on. He could go to Derby and play up front. Could play up front instead of Ravanelli or Christie or something. I don't know.
He's not good though. I don't want him seeing. Really.
No, I hope that doesn't happen. That could ruin things. Oh, a bit of a Champman legend is wanted as well. This will be good if it happens. Everyone will know about him. Oh, if I typed it right, it might help.
Prutton?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, he's quality.
He's wanted by Newcastle and Wolves. So if he goes to Newcastle, that's a good signing. Where he would actually play, usually right back, but if he was to go in midfield, then the likes of Maddison might be the end of him if he plays in centre midfield. Quite often plays right back though. So where did he play for Forest? He played centre back for them. That was that game.
Tipton's quality
for
holding.
Right wing.
I like Tipton.
Then centre midfield. He's played 3 different positions in 3 games, so there you go. But he's a really good player in the game. If you play the game and sign him, he gets really good, especially after season 1.
Is there any job security? That's all.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. Let's have a look. No. everyone's happy with the stellar jobs they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. There's a couple of the ones that, Steve Chettle, blah, blah, blah. That's why it was in my mind, because he's written down here. Steve Chettle to QPR, potentially. Davies to West Ham, potentially. And Dion Burton to Brentford. We covered all them. Fanidi to Liverpool, Perry to Leeds, and Redknapp to Watford. These are all rumours. So it could be happening.
And the Rui Costa one continues.
And the Rui Costa one's still there. I'll just show people, just so they still believe us. Still wanted. How do you stay on top of the rumours? Is there a report? No, we have to manually search it because the game's not very good for that. So we do this. And then this. And then look through people who are interested. And then look through everyone that is wanted until we find it. Takes a long time. Also, the players that appear on here are only well-known players. You have to actually scout for them to appear on this list. So not everyone will always be caught. There will sometimes be players that are not in the database right here that will just appear, and we won't know that it's happening because you literally can't have every player in here unless you send your scouts out to every nation constantly, and we're not doing that. Right, that's all the injuries, guys. So nothing significant really. What were the main ones? Savarese, I guess. Babayaro.
Babayaro is the main one, I'd say, probably. I don't know if Captain's in the chat. I don't know how owned he is, Babayaro. I think he must be about 10% owned.
Yeah, decent player. DeVos was maybe one people are thinking about.
That was carried over though, yeah.
Leeds have obviously had the Bridges one, which can help other players. That's about it really. Atherton's suspension coming up. Shearer's 1 yellow from suspension. That's significant, I guess, if you're looking to sign him. I think a lot of people will be looking to sign him this week. He is 1 yellow away from a ban.
Yeah, it could just be a short transfer for me with Shearer to get him in this week. Captain him.
Yeah, they're away to Liverpool next week, so it does kind of feel like a 1 week move. I mean, Shearer can bang in any game, we know that, but to be honest, I mean, he's got 9 goals in 11 games, which looks great, but as I'm a permanent owner, I don't think he's scored for about 5 games. It's pretty awful. He scored a lot of goals in the first few games. 4 there in yellow, nothing there, obviously nothing there, so that's 3 games in a row, and he scored there, so last scored 4 games, or 3 games he's blanked for in a row.
Yeah, we were saying earlier as well before we came on. If you owned Rude, because they got Liverpool this week, would you do a Rude to Shearer transfer if you didn't have the money to do another move?
I probably would. I'd probably do that and captain him. So I don't really like. Rude could easily score that 1 goal in that game, and they could win it 1-0 or 1-1. Yeah, but I like the upside of Shearer. I feel like Shearer could score a hat trick in that game. Like there's always a good chance. I don't see Van Nistelrooy getting a hat trick.
Yeah,
he could do.
And same for Viduka as well. I mean, he's away to Arsenal.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
So for 1 week, you're just thinking,
I'd just do it. I also like Phillips as well, though, just because Charlton hunting seems to be pretty good. I know it's away, but you saw what Viduka did to Charlton away. But I think, out of all the options, Shearer's just a bit of a no-brainer this week, to be honest. Okay. League Cup, someone said. We forgot to mention it, so...
Babayaro is 4% owned, Captain saying.
Oh, that's not particularly high, is it?
No, I would have thought a bit higher than that. I thought he was a go-to Chelsea defender, but maybe not.
So have we seen... We saw these games on the 30th of October, right? We already did these ones.
There was the guys that played the teams that played in the UEFA Cup. They played the League Cup this week.
Right, so Everton 3-0 home to Coventry. David Unsworth, man of the match, centre-back. GX played right wing-back this time. Those on GX watch.
Nice.
Rotated team, though. They got Alexio and goal and stuff like that, so you can't pay too much attention there. Liverpool as well. We already saw that, didn't we? They played a rotated team.
Yeah. So, there must be another game, right, as well, I think.
I think that's it. No.
What about the other league? So when's the other? Because there's Everton, Liverpool, and I guess the other UEFA Cup team must have been knocked out earlier. Don't worry.
Right. Okay. So that's the League Cup draw. 20th of November. Chelsea home to Walsall. That's pretty much a gimme. You would have thought. Derby at home to Middlesbrough. That's a good game. And then Premier League. Yeah, Villa away to Southampton. So fancy Villa in that one as well, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm. But that's not just all the 4th round as well. Some more later on because it clashes with UEFA Cup again.
Lunduk Farms wanted by Newcastle as well, so that's one that was missed off the list. Shearer on Grealish watch.
So if you click on fixtures, click on date. There you go. It's more fourth round draws there as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the week later.
Because it clashes with the UEFA Cup.
Oh, right. Yeah, all Premiership ties. Jeez.
So there's it's still the last 16, but it's done over 2 weeks because of the UEFA Cup.
Nice. Adam France saying the world number 1 owns Babayaro. Oh, dear. Oh, is that Adam France, isn't it?
Adam English, isn't it?
Adam English, sorry, yeah. I just read Adam France's name and said said it. Yeah, Adam English. Oh, painful.
Okay, interesting. Could you just look at Premier League fixtures? Because with the Arsenal, is the Arsenal double still going ahead in 17?
Yeah, I noticed it earlier.
You did say it, okay. So it doesn't affect the UEFA Cup. Okay.
No, they're playing Sunday to Wednesday, Bolton Saturday to Wednesday on that at the moment. Is there any other teams that can get thrown in there? I don't know. Could there be any other doubles?
Not at the moment. Not this side of Christmas.
Okay.
There was a slight opportunity that could have been a blank because they did the TV fixtures. So if Man U was drawn as a TV fixture on the Monday, and then Champions League draw happened, it could have clashed, and that could have been a blank. But the TV schedule just put Man U on the Saturday, so that was all cleared up.
Right. Richie Wellens, Louis Zaha, someone else for Division 2. Here's Division 2. Luton are back up to second.
Bricky's happy.
Yeah.
Double promotion, back-to-back promotion incoming for Luton.
Best goal difference, most goals scored, least conceded. Still managing to get second somehow.
Who's still at Luton though? Is Liam George still there?
Liam George is still there. Valios is still there.
Yeah, nice. Good to see him.
Oh, you take that all day.
Good player.
Right, let's go to the fixtures then. We've covered most of it, I guess. Has anyone got any questions? I mean, I can't see it in the chat, so you'll have to keep on top of it. So I'm about 8
Yeah, have a look. That's fine.
I can talk through these. Oh, we've got your free hit team as well, haven't we? So I'll quickly run through these. In fact, let's just bring up your free. Every week we're going to try and do this free hit team. Last week my free hit team did actually really, apart from Selakovic, I had Hadji, Angel, Weatherall, Ronald de Boer, Viduka as captain, who obviously returned. Who was my other forward? Don't think my other forward returned. It was decent. We did okay on that one. It's not going to always be like that, believe me. Starting with Andy now, this is going to be a bag of shit, so watch out. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see that.
Yeah, just have a look at the chat. So Trajector Seat saying, is that the League Cup quarterfinals to clash with Arsenal's double game week? Can you just go back to the League Cup schedule a second? I don't think it clashes.
Wasn't Tala saying that it can move from 17 to 18 or something?
So go to schedule. When's the quarterfinals?
4th of December.
4th of December. And when's Arsenal's double? I think it's week after, right? Yeah, 11th.
Yeah, 11th.
Yeah, so it doesn't clash now.
Okay. Right.
I think it's still on for the double. I'm not sure if anything can change it.
Nice. As ever, speak to the likes of Tala and stuff who are bang on this sort of stuff. They know their onions. I mean, it's down there in the fixture list at the moment, so it's looking good to me. That's about as far as my in-depth mind goes on some things like that. Andy, I've got your free hit team on the screen.
Tala saying it. Yes, it does clash. The quarterfinals.
It does.
I'm confused.
No idea.
Put in the chat, Tala. I need to have a look at Tala's. If you go to his bio, he's got the fixture planner on there. I need to have a proper look at it.
Okay. Well, we can just put tweets out. We're not sure right now, but
okay. Arsenal can't play on the 4th. Okay, fine, because of the UEFA Cup. Yeah. So Arsenal in the UEFA Cup. So their second leg is that week. So if they make the quarterfinals, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, they play Monaco on Thursday, the 5th of December.
So that's when it's the quarterfinals of that week. So it means that Arsenal's quarterfinal would go the week after, and then the Bolton game would move. Right. Okay. So if Arsenal make the quarterfinals of the League Cup, it's like the double won't happen. Yeah, fine.
Okay. We got there in the end.
Cool.
Right, you dead team.
So yeah, League
free
Cup.
hit team.
Let's just look out for Arsenal's results in the fourth round. Nice. Cool.
It's on.
Go. Sorry.
Talk us through it. I think you've got it in your chat, and yeah, why these players?
Can't see it. Yeah. So
You got it.
if you're looking at free hit this week, I've gone for double Bolton defence. I quite like that this week. I think the clean sheet's quite likely. Obviously, bonus for Gardner and Cooper's pretty decent. The Arsenal defence looks quite good again for clean sheet. Leeds go defensive. Could have gone UC Escalona in goal, but I've gone for Sullivan, who's capable of getting another clean sheet. So I looked at defenders. I've thought about bonus and clean sheets. Unsworth as well. There's good potential this week for clean. So that's the defence. I'd go with a 4-3-3. So I would probably put De Boer first sub, which is a bit risky, but I think the other three, Stephen Hughes at home to Millwall, looks really good this week. Cepeda looks great. And then up top, Shearer, Ravanelli. Probably, I put Van Nistelrooy in there. He's still got a good chance against Liverpool. And just because of ownership, you don't want to lose out too much if you don't own him. So you can have Shearer and Van Nistelrooy in there.
Yeah, Van Nistelrooy's been crap for 3 weeks, but it doesn't mean anything. He's still in a home game. It's just Liverpool's a really tough game. One of the best defensive teams in the league. But yeah, you want Van Nistelrooy for every home game, really, if you can help it, can't you? I think you can be more adventurous with the captain, but it wouldn't surprise me if he ends up being the highest scorer again. It's what he does.
Yeah.
So I
Captain Shearer.
Yeah, I'm all over that. I'd captain Shearer as well. There's some other ones I like Pedersen, I think's decent. Bolton home, obviously Wallace, Boxic. I really like that home to Spurs fixture. So I like. You've got Cepeda there as well. Boxic is obviously another one. Who else could do well? We're going to look at the fixtures in some Rep 12 games as well, weren't we?
Yeah. Would you say Boxic or Rickard over Ravanelli if you're going for free hit this week?
Who are Derby playing?
Go back. They got a home fixture against
Leicester.
That's it. Okay.
I don't think there's much in it. I really the reason why I really like the Middlesbrough Tottenham game is the fact that Tottenham play attacking. So. Leicester won't. Obviously, Middlesbrough will play attacking as well, and therefore the games can be utter chaos. Spurs could even win 3-0 as a result, and it'd be a bad pick. But I just love it when the games are so open. You just never know. Like your player could get massive hauls in those games. So, Boxic and Rickard are better than Ravanelli overall, aren't they? But Ravanelli's obviously scored the last 3 weeks as well. He's done well. He's another one who can get 15 goals. So I don't think either of them are bad. I mean. You could even drop Van Nistelrooy and get both of them, couldn't you? I like Pedersen this week as well. Angel still. I mean, Blackburn are tough. I probably wouldn't pick him on a free hit, but I still think Angel and Dublin are decent this week.
It's going to be quite low score in that one, I think, though.
Yeah, Jason.
I think there's more potential for kind of Derby to get 3 or 4, and Borough to get 3 or 4 than Villa.
Yeah, probably. Villa can sometimes play normal at home, actually. So they're not. Yeah, they're not the most attacking team, unfortunately. They've got a poor version of Kenny. Like Kenny does make them more attacking than their previous manager, but we got a poor version of Kenny who doesn't do. Sometimes you get an attacking style of play here, and it really helps the team. So that's why it's important if you do Sims to make sure you match him to our one. And often they can't do as well. Yeah, Phillips looking decent. David Strom said, definitely. Charlton hunting.
I did think about going Phillips over Van Nistelrooy, but I just think if you're playing a free hit. Don't risk it without going Rue Van Nistelrooy because he could get 2 or 3 and then you'd be screwed because everyone's got him. So,
Anurag saying Henry. I mean he's a home game. Henry's good at home games generally. Can get bonus. Leeds all set up so defensively though, so it's just whether they can crack it or not. Wouldn't put him down for a haul, but 1 goal bonus probably in the frame for that. Any rep games then? Let's have a look. So Villa home to Blackburn. That's potentially a rep game. Bolton home to Ipswich, potentially a rep. Oh no, it's not Ipswich or 14. Sorry, ignore me. Derby home to Leicester, that's a rep game potentially for Derby. Everton at home to City, that's a rep game. That's it for that page. Newcastle.
It's not very likely at all, though, is it? That those teams.
It's
only a couple of difference, like 14 to 12, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I'd be surprised, but if it happens, you know why? It's because the team's rep 12 that's rocking up to the home ground, so it still can happen. I think Leicester have done it once this season, haven't they? Home to Middlesbrough, they did it. So And they're both rep 12, so that it can happen. Newcastle and Millwall are 13, Newcastle are 14, so wouldn't have thought that will happen at all either. Charlton Sunderland, they're both 12, so Charlton could home to Sunderland is another one. So yeah, there's a few games, but there's nothing where there's a massive disparity, so I'd be pretty surprised.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's it. Unless there's any questions that I can't see.
Yeah. Could we have a look at ref stats quickly to see how Uriah Rennie's getting on? Rennie watch.
5.06, shocker, harsh, 57 yellows in 17 games.
Nice. 17. That's a lot of games, isn't it? In game week 12.
Barry Knight with the 6 reds in 15 games, and he's fair apparently. Fuck me.
Nice.
Player stats. Just flick through these. Henry there in the 4th for average rating.
So good. I don't understand why he's not banging him in. He should be up there.
Ronnie Johnson listed as midfielder. Second best midfielder in the game is Ronnie Johnson. Tiato,
no.
Still fairly. He's returned in nearly every game he's played, this guy, still. Even at home to Man United last week.
No one owns him.
Mm-hmm. Silvestre, although his returns have been poor, he's still got an average rating of over 8, still consistent 8s. They've been shipping goals, but the moment that stops, he'll start firing out ridiculous scores again.
I feel like Silvestre's not getting any more than 1 bonus, though.
No. I mean, they've been losing the last 3 games, right? So it's been tough, I suppose. But yeah, he's always competing with the Veron and Van Nistelrooy, isn't he? So it is tough to get bonus.
Unlike Cooper, who gets an 8 and he'll get 2 or 3 bonus.
Yeah. Every game. Melberg, so you might be frustrated only Melberg because Villa keep conceding, but this is the reason why I like him. It's just he's still always in the frame for 1 or 2 bonus to add on top. Still like him. We're only reffing any games this game. We won't know, Anurag. It changes the moment you click the game. It changes what it says. It actually lies, and they can ref multiple games. So if he is, then I think Panda's on comms this week, so hopefully he'll stick something in there. Well, maybe we'll know anyway because there'll be 3 red cards in the game.
Shane McCarthy saying Viduka to Shearer's 1 week hokey cokey. I like it. I don't think Viduka gets much. He might get 1 goal against Arsenal, but certainly won't be a haul. And Shearer is capable of a hat trick against Millwall. So
yeah,
overall it's going to be worth it. Even if you take a 4-point hit, I think it will be worth it. And that's what I'm going to do. I think I am going to go Hippier to Doherty so that I can afford Rebrov to Shearer and still keep Rude, I think.
Nice.
That's my moves. Any tip, Luke, for your week? Who would you say?
Well, the obvious one's to pick someone from the Newcastle game, isn't it?
Kieran Dyer's fit, right?
Yeah, Kieran Dyer. Why not? Why not? I was going to say Stephen Hughes just because he's trolled everyone so much that if he doesn't score or assist this week, you'd be fucking livid if you hang on to him. But I'll go Kieran Dyer. Either one's as good as each other. They're both good on the wings.
Nice. Okay. I'm going to say. I will say go with my free hit team. I'd like to say Unsworth does well, but I'm going to say Ravanelli is my tip.
Nice. Like that. We always go out there on the tips. All good. Our community love you from Brazil. Oh, cheers, Golden Boy.
Oh, cheers, Golden Boy. Thanks.
We're fans of football. We love Brazil.
Yeah, big time. Love that 98 squad.
So good. That was always the talk at my school. Who's the best player in the world? Is it Zidane, Rivaldo, or Del Piero? They were like the 3 players that everyone loved at that period of time.
Yeah, or Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, no, only Muppets liked him. No, I'm joking. He's good. No, he was good. He's one of those guys who scored those ridiculous free kicks, but it was similar to like the real or Portuguese Ronaldo now, isn't it? Where he takes 400 and 2 of them would go in, the rest of them were a total waste of everyone's time. But
yeah,
no, it was fun to watch.
I think it's just Brazil squad from the airport adverts, like the Nike adverts.
Oh, yeah. So good. Love those adverts. Now every single advert on TV is about fucking COVID. It does my tits in. Today's working for today's world, like doing Zoom calls, and this is what we do now, and this is how we roll. Yeah, we know that COVID's going on. Just fuck off.
You don't work in advertising then, Luke?
No. There'd be a massive shake-up if there was, I tell you. Every single advert, just you'll notice it, like anything, a bank, whatever. This is how we're working now. This is how we're rolling.
Times have changed.
Yeah, exactly. Live with the times. It's all been a struggle out there. Fuck off. I hate adverts anyway, but just leave me alone. Yeah,
I don't really watch TV.
I used to, when that advert came on, it was like a buzz back, like excitement. You like calling it friends, quick, Channel 4, go, Channel 4 is on. Like, do you know, I literally was like that, like so excited.
It was like, and sometimes the cage one with Eric Cantona.
Yeah,
they're like they're showing the full version. Like, it's not the snippet of it. Like, it's the 3-minute one. 3-minute one
during Champions League, like breaks and stuff. Oh mate, so good. Oh. Right, anyway,
those are the days.
With waffles. Peace and
Get
love.
Along. I thought we'd go to hour streams. It's an hour and a half, I think. Really. But
yeah, I know. It went on again. Chatting rubbish. Sorry, everyone.
That's fine. All good. Anyway, saying when will we know round 4 results after which game week? So yeah, that's a key thing because Arsenal away to Liverpool in the League Cup is a big result for the double game week. So we'll know that the 4th round. When's the 4th round?
It's here on your screen. 27th of November.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
So we know before game week 16.
Yes. Because this
before
is 13,
North London derby.
14, 15. Yeah. So pre game week 16, you will know what happened, which is pretty close to when it will actually happen. Unfortunately, that's just the way it rolls.
Nice.
Chat shit getting banged. Cheers. I know it's been a weird year, but hey, buy this Nissan. That's exactly it, John Chanley. Yeah, fucking hell, times are bad. We know you're all fucked, but you got a spare 50k because there's a Nissan going. You can drive fucking nowhere because no one's going anywhere.
Yeah, put it in your garage. That'll be good.
Let's polish it every week. Brilliant. Right, peace and love. I'm ending it. I'm tired.
Night, guys. I've got a life to live. Not really. I'll just I'm in this room for 18 hours a day.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Hooray. Night.
Let me see if I can work out how to end this. Gonna be stuck in it forever because I can't bring the right window up.
Bring up the mirrors.
There's the mirrors. Bye, everyone.
Bye.